He lives on the moon.
Okay, so you can just say what your name is, what you are, what your...
Moises is an orc slayer.
Item is, all that kind of stuff.
Moises is an orc slayer, and...
Moises.
Yeah.
Oh, Moises!
Moises. And I can't be confident that he actually slayed an orc to become an orc slayer, or if it just happened when he was using his happy shrooms.
Oh, okay. So
but
he named himself that.
He named himself.
Is he big then?
Yeah, he's massive.
Oh, okay, he's
big.
massive.
Gotcha. But he really doesn't understand how big he is either, so keep that in mind.
He breaks things?
Yeah, he really does not understand why things break and why he doesn't fit into areas. But anyway, he'll definitely make sure that you guys don't ever get hurt or anything. That is part of his nature, I assume. But
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's just really.
Oh, you have Hardy too.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't die.
Right.
And he'll try to take blows for everybody.
Hardy allows him to get an extra hit basically for each time.
And on top of that, he's got all of his points of defense, so he's.
So are you gonna do one of each of those?
What?
Abilities. That's fine. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no to one.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, it's I don't know. So it's yeah, it's gonna have to be.
And he has happy shrooms.
And he's got happy shrooms.
And he's a compulsive liar.
And he'll tell you that he'll share them, but he rarely shares.
So it's just a never-ending supply of happy shrooms. Basically?
Yeah. As far as he can tell, he knows how to cultivate.
That's why he's very happy with the shrooms.
Yeah, he cultivates them. He grows them. You don't know where he grows them.
Cool.
You know, but you never want to borrow anything from his rucksack, so that's most likely where the shrooms are growing.
Inside, that's cool. All right.
That's awesome.
All right, Ashley, what do you got?
Ora, the dragon mage, she has harnessed the power of fire and blind.
So red dragon. We're just gonna
red.
throw it out there.
I'm the red dragon.
Speak of dragonist.
But
she's kind of a fire, but she's also Butterfingers because the oil pouch, she tries to use it to, burn something up. She'll probably end up burning herself up in the process.
Yeah, she was constantly.
Oh, you're catching on fire? You're always casting and people see the oil pouches right next to your hand. One of these days. You'll use it as sun.
Even the enemies are
Somebody should have an epic beard at this moment.
Yeah. Which I don't think they do, right? That's good.
No epic beards?
No.
We're good.
Let's see, and then you have, your abilities.
Although my personal goal is to
So
grow
you have
epic
adrenaline.
beard,
Adrenaline is she gets to take an extra action on her turn. You normally only get one, so she could technically run up and attack someone, or she could attack someone twice on that turn, or do something. She basically gets 2 turns on one. Fireball is a big explosion of death.
And I can instantly load my weapon.
Yep, and then quick shot. Fireball also hits friends. Just gonna say that.
That was fun.
It's just a big explosion of fire.
Sweet.
And then your other abilities are Hardy, which allows you to take an extra hit, which is really good. Force Wall, which is basically a wall that you get to create randomly that is like a tornado wall, essentially. And then Dodge allows you to just move out of the way when someone attacks you. So,
I am the Swindler King, Gandrake, and yes, Gandrake, the partially deaf. The reason why he's partially deaf is because when he went to a monastery to train with these little gelatinous blobs, no one knows what they are.
Were these sentient, or are they just actually blobs?
No one knows what they are and what they're thinking, but they trained him.
Are they actually alive?
Kind of. They're just blobs. And he's just will you train me? And they just kind of shivered. And he's like, take that as a yes. And
I would take that as a yes.
He was trained by them in the arts of illusion and deceiving, so that's why he's the Swindler King. So he can use illusion to create, rooms that aren't really there, and he can transform with polymorph, and he can backstab, so my character is very sneaky.
I like that he polymorphs into a squirrel, sneaks behind the guy, and then
He's partially deaf because while he was training with these blobs, he was just, he was with blobs every day for 6 years.
With blobs, it's with child.
Yeah. Really, they were just everywhere, and so his ears just got all gunked up with this blob goo, and he's just what?
I gotcha.
And he started out as a really honest guy, he didn't steal anything, but now he just he looks at things and he's is this mine? And then when people say, hey, that's mine, you can't hear him, he's and he just takes it, and they're what are you doing? And he's just looking around.
I'm pretty sure that happened to me.
And he just walks away.
Japan. They gave me this really nice bag when I was checking out at the store, and then they said something in Japanese, and I wasn't really sure what they said, but I took the bag. It was a really nice bag. So hopefully they didn't say bring it back, because I think they might have said that. I'm not really sure. So I think I've been there before.
So yeah, you can relate with my Gandrake Swindler King. And yeah, that's why he's partially deaf. And his pet ghost is like a blob. It's like his Obi-Wan.
Nice.
Like his Obi-Wan that was like killed, and so he's like, use
Nice.
the deafness.
So can other people,
Gandrake.
can other people hear that, or is he just speak their language?
He can interpret the blob ghost, but everybody else just sees this like vibrating squishy sound, like it's just going.
Nice.
And he's like, right, got it. So he looks insane, but yeah, he's very sneaky, and don't underestimate his sneakiness.
Yeah, okay, that's right. So Swindler King, he's got burglary, which basically allows him to do what you would think you would. Trick, so he can trick people. Normally that would be something like socially you trick people. And then street smart, you know the streets, you can find people, anything like that. And then your character has fortitude, which makes him tough in every way. Menace, which is he can intimidate people, essentially scare them. And then physique, which he's like a superhero, so he can like jump over long distances and those kind of things. And then the Dragon Mage gets the extra fireball spell, so he can do your character can do fireball twice. And then Spellmaster means you know everything about magic stuff. So if it's like the Storyteller, for my quest cards, I drew 3 of them. Normally you draw 4, and you can delete one that you don't like. But I got, the 3 I got, because we're doing a shorter one, was Held Prisoner, Face Your Fears, and Strange Event. And I'm so glad I got Strange Event, because this is going to be hilarious. For example, here's what it says. Maybe the party walks through a trap that makes them appear naked, or even makes their head 3 times the size. I actually put side on here, but I mean size. It could be a statue that requires a back rub. Perhaps the players have to reveal a dark secret to use a portal. So those are some ideas. So this is awesome. I was kind of hoping that I would draw this one, and I did, so I shed a tear when that happened. Then I got Held Prisoner, and so this one is going to be awesome. I'm thinking possibly having them start off in like some horribly awkward pose, like against a wall or something with bags over their heads, something that no one wants to be in, and probably escaping the situation. So we'll see how that goes. The third one I got was Face Your Fears, and I think that's going to be the one that I'm going to drop, because the other 2 are just way too awesome. So we'll see what happens. So you guys awaken. Grab that one. That is a cell. It smells like mold. This is another cell. And I'll go with this. The last thing that you guys remember doing is you guys were on a mission for the Queen, of course, because who else did you have a mission for?
The king.
No, that's totally unrealistic. And
Come on, Moises.
Why would you even say that? Give me one of your
Because
points.
he's
And apparently it went horribly awry, because the last thing you remember is entering a stronghold of a goblin, or gobs as they're called, in this game, because it saves at least twice the amount of time saying the word. So, at least. And the last thing you remember is entering what you thought was just a crevice in the cave, and now you guys are waking up and you are tied down. Actually, you have fortitude, right? So your character will wake up first.
Okay.
So he wakes up, and we'll put him here in this cage, very crudely constructed of wood. And your character is basically tied down. He has a bag over his head, so he can't really see anything at this point.
Should you be laying down?
But you are. Actually, we'll say that you are face forward on the wall, and your arms are chained like this, and so you're kind of standing up, and you're like, you can't see it.
Trying to recollect the previous night's events and trying to piece together how
this ended up happening because Moises definitely. I got the impression from Moises being an ogre slayer and whatnot. He lived kind of a rock star life, so he might have. He's like, what did I do? What did I do last night, and how did I get here? And is this a dangerous situation, or is this just anyway just part of his lifestyle?
Nice. And you guys are still passed out, and you don't know where you are, and you might be dead. Just saying.
Okay.
So we'll make a new character. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll say that's what it starts. And why don't you take? Well, you don't have perception, do you? So.
But I can
Or they
feel
could
the
help
chains
you.
on my arms and stuff, so I'm gonna try to rip out of the wall like King Kong style.
Okay, you could try to do that. That's the first
Okay.
thing your character does.
Yeah.
He starts freaking out. Okay.
He's just like
King Kong style, yeah. So you do have physique, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say that would be hard. We'll say that's hard. So that would be for since you have physique.
It's dual. It's automatic.
Oh, it would be automatic. Yeah. So your character just boom. Yeah. So he just rips off, but your character's still in there.
Yeah.
The wall is still, didn't break the wall, but you were able to break the chains
Yeah.
tied to it.
Yeah.
And you hear this like,
Really.
which you
But it's
would
muffled
probably
to the
know
bag.
to be
Gobs.
Gobs, yeah.
Gobs.
Yes.
Gobs.
Gobs. So I'm going to.
Moises doesn't like gobs. Where's Steve?
So you guys are familiar with Gobs.
Gob stopper. Yeah. No, that's this one.
Yeah.
Moises
You wanna
is like I'm an
use
oil slayer and a gob.
these two
Gob
types of gobs.
Stomper.
So Gob comes running around the corner. And you're in a circle, dude. And he's just speaking in Gob language. Just poking you.
Sounds like Donald Duck.
What if it looked like Donald Duck?
Well, I don't know yet. My mask is.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's just poking at you with like a wooden
My guy's like.
stick. Yeah, exactly.
He's like either a goblin
cool.
or Donald Duck is poking me right now with a stick.
Anyways, so he is
Poking me with a
poking
stick.
you right now.
Alright.
You guys are still like happily passed out.
I'm gonna
Happily.
rip that.
You're probably like
Do you-
face first,
do
like
we know
on
where
some
we
cold,
are?
hot coals.
I'm gonna rip
Yeah, we'll
that
put
bag
you.
off. For sure.
And your character will be.
In a box.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that idea actually. He's
Put me in a barrel or
he's
something.
in a barrel, like tied in the corner, with it's like closed down. Yeah, there's like a little hole, but you're still sleeping. But anyway, so what is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip that mask off so I can see what's going
Oh,
on.
okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And
From where you're at, you can't really see. The only thing you're seeing at this point, there's a wall here. This is your cage facing that direction, and the gob is there poking you with a stick.
I'm gonna
He's laughing, he's like-
yeah, I'm totally gonna try to grab that stick.
You're gonna grab it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you have physique already, so you grab that stick.
And I'm gonna like smack.
You're gonna
Chuck
chuck
it
it
away
with?
from the. Yeah, I'm gonna smack the.
Okay.
with it.
We'll do an attack roll then
Okay.
on him. So that would be you add your attack to that.
No
So it's
attack.
3 against. He's got 2, so it's not gonna kill him, slay him outright, but it is gonna take one of his
Defense
points away. He's the yellow, right? Okay. 2. So you know a little bit about gobs. This is a gob berserker. And the way gob berserkers work is every time they get attacked and they don't get killed, they get more powerful because they're mad.
Oh.
So you just made him angry. He's like, he starts to get bigger, like he grows about 6 inches tall. Yeah, exactly. His neck starts cracking. But we'll say you did pull away the
Yeah.
stick
The stick is
point.
mine now.
Yeah. And we'll have you guys start waking up at this point. Your characters.
Who's gonna
So
go first?
if you, we'll go to the left. So
Okay.
you'll go next.
Alright.
Let me put these guys. here.
Well, I can't hear what's going on over all the way in panel 1.
Yeah, your
So-
character, he's like shoved into a barrel and there's like fish and nasty stuff in there. Like not whole fish, like fish bones and,
I'm no
Old.
stranger to stink.
old like yogurt containers, things like that.
He doesn't like me. He shoved me in a barrel with
Yeah.
old yogurt containers.
But
and
it's
fish.
like, it's pretty solid though.
Okay.
You probably would need someone to help you get out or set it on fire, maybe that would help.
Well,
Weaken it, the structure.
I'll just use my polymorph and then turn into a rat.
Hey, cool. All right, nice.
So I'm gonna.
So I guess you could just flip that card to let you know that you've used it this encounter.
And I'm like already out.
Okay, yeah, you're out. Okay, so that'll be your one action.
Yep.
They won't know at this point.
No, I'm still
that you're out. Nice. Ora, right? Your name, your character name. So you find yourself. You also have a bag on your head, and you are
to a table in the middle of nowhere, and I have no idea where I am, and I can hear some kind of commotion going on over here. And the first thing was, I'm like, oh great, well, here's Butterfingers, and I have to somehow try to escape. Am I on a table or something?
Yeah, you're on a table.
So I'm going to
That's
try
very cold.
to
Table.
flip the table over on its side using my body.
Okay. We'll say that happens.
Okay.
No problem.
No problem.
So they hear it though. It makes a lot of noise. And so now the way that the bad guys work is they will go after you go. So like you're yellow, so now the yellow guy's gonna go. The blue guy would have gone after you, but he doesn't. He's still playing his game with the red. He doesn't know anything's wrong because your character's quiet. But this guy's like, wah, wah, and he's gonna come over here, and he kind of like talks to the blue gob, and he can only get about that far-ish, but he can get far enough to see. And
Cool.
And I would say that you.
So they don't mind that I was like beating on their
Yeah.
burger friend?
No, he was. Yeah, that's a good point. He was like kind of warning this guy, like it looked like to kind of get up and
So
attack you or speed you or something like
now
that.
that I'm on my side, my hands are pointed in his direction.
Oh.
So
you're gonna do a fire.
Since I'm
attack?
the spellmaster, I can use 2 fireball attacks. So if
You
the first
could.
one doesn't hit him,
You could.
the next one
That's
will.
true. The only thing is you'll have to wait till the next round, since
Gotcha.
because your action would be to flip it,
Okay.
and then next turn basically you'll be able to fire him because he's not gonna be able to move it until after
Okay.
you go next
Gotcha.
turn.
But
So
wait,
you'll
didn't
do
you have
that.
adrenaline? So can't you do?
That's
two
true.
things?
Oh, that's
Oh.
true. You
Yeah.
could do that. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Take
do
some
that.
action.
I'm gonna take an extra action, and I'm going to throw a
Fireball.
fireball.
Here, you can put this on the fireball, and then since you have 2 of them now, you only have 1 left
Okay,
for this fight or whatever.
got it.
So you are going to fireball, okay, so you're just basically hit this massive area right here. So you are going to now roll this and add your special to it, which is 2, that's pretty good. And that is the Berserker. Okay. Wow, so he's dead. Right now he's got
He
3,
like disintegrated.
4. He's got 4, so that means you had to get 5 or higher, and you got 6 plus 2, so that's 8. So which means he's completely gone.
And the wall
Basically.
on the side of the cage broke down.
Yes.
Is it burnt down?
Yes, good point. That is exactly what happened. Wait, are these my monsters? Yes. Yes. So your character's seeing freedom at this point. He just kind of. It smells really delicious.
Well, am
actually.
I still tied to the table?
Like
though?
a cooked turkey? Oh, you are. That's right. It's a little bit awkward.
I'm free. Kind of.
So it would be Moises.
Moises.
I have the stick, and now I'm gonna smack the red one.
He's not around the corner yet.
Oh.
He's still. You actually don't know what he's doing, but you do see cards fly
Oh.
when he starts yelling.
Oh, I see the layout now. This is the roof.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the wall.
yeah. There's a wall
Okay.
right there. There's a little table.
He was poking me here. Alright. Well, I'm gonna try to bust out. Like, just like lose my body.
Okay,
and my
we will
force, just,
say
like,
let's
look
make
at
that an impossible task.
Okay.
To just destroy that door, which means you could. What's 50-50 for you since you have that. 3. That's just a miss. Boom! But it almost works.
But
We'll say it's a hard
Crack
task.
it.
Next turn.
Okay.
It's like whoosh, yeah, like it cracks or whatever, and you just like a real high pitched scream. That's probably better. And the red guy's gonna come around, and he has like a deck of cards in his hand, and like some weird object, like a little hammer or something. And he's
Oh.
like, yeah, he comes around the corner. He's like terrified look in his eyes, and that would actually be his move action. So that means it would be. What's your